Diddy have to hire extra security, almost the military, to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house, because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know.
Jason Lee recently revealed that he had to consider hiring extra security, practically military-level protection, due to the overwhelming desire of people to breach his property. On the other side of that wall lies Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every major star you can think of. According to Jason, the power couple allegedly sent their goons to intimidate him into silence. He claims that Beyonce and Jay-Z have been contacting him, pressuring him to speak on their behalf amid ongoing rumors about their involvement with Diddy. However, when Jason refused to comply, things allegedly escalated, with more calls coming his way. This isn't the first time Jason has clashed with the iconic couple. Earlier this year, he made headlines for blatantly blackmailing Beyonce on camera, teasing that he had explosive tea about her. Although he never followed through with spilling the secrets, many thought he was bluffing. But things have only gotten messier since then. Jason also accused the couple of attending Diddy's controversial parties, adding more fuel to the drama. If Beyonce and Jay-Z have any beef with Jason, they might want to reconsider their approach, as he seems determined to speak out. Not even warnings from alleged goons have deterred him. Jason has been vocal about his issues with the couple for quite some time now. One incident that really set him off was when Beyonce failed to invite him to the London premiere of her Renaissance movie. He was visibly upset that, despite spending over $40,000 on tickets for her tour, she invited other LGBTQ+ influencers to the event, but completely overlooked him.
Optically, when you don't include other black leaders in the culture in the fold, I mean, not just take me out of it. The Breakfast Club, I mean, you should have honored and brought more black. And I spent thousands, over $40,000 in tickets and shared the experience with friends. And I've done a lot, and I'm not even gonna say it here, because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go cool.
Now, this is where things get incredibly messy. Aside from slamming Beyonce, Jason took it a step further by publicly threatening her on camera, and that's what really got people talking, because it's not every day you see someone bold enough to come for Beyonce. During his show, Jason spilled some serious tea about her to his co-hosts, leaving them absolutely stunned. But things didn't stop there. To make matters worse, Jason went on to blackmail Beyonce, saying he would only keep the information he knows to himself if she could convince Kelly Rowland to sit down for an interview with him. This shocking move left fans and viewers in disbelief, as Jason's audacity to try and leverage Beyonce's connections raised eyebrows across the board.
While Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there's one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
Woo!
So that in itself, I think Beyonce could have gave me a, you know what I mean? Like, there should be a little love there. Now,
maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce, and they're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I got the receipts. I still have the receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's going to be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this.
At the time, many people weren't on Jason's side, as his behavior came off as entitled. It seemed like the only reason he was coming for Beyonce was because she didn't invite him to her event. However, after more details about Diddy's arrest emerged, and rumors about Beyonce and Jay-Z's alleged connection to the situation surfaced, people started revisiting Jason's earlier comments. This led to speculation that his cryptic remarks might have been hints about the couple's involvement in the scandal all along. The rumors gained even more traction when popular YouTuber Storm Monroe made some shocking claims, suggesting that Beyoncé is allegedly preparing to leave Jay-Z once his involvement with Diddy is fully exposed. Monroe's statements set social media ablaze, adding more intrigue to the drama surrounding the power couple and fueling theories about what Jason may have been trying to reveal from the beginning.
Part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him. Okay? And she may or may not do an interview, but you're gonna their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah 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 blah. Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour, we may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're gonna do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all that she knows. She was ready to leave him years ago.
When you really think about it, the speculation starts to make sense. In just the past year and a half, Beyoncé has gone on a world tour, released a movie, launched a hair care line, dropped another album, and introduced her own whiskey brand. Now, rumors suggest she's gearing up for yet another world tour. Even at the peak of her career, Beyoncé wasn't pumping out this many projects in such a short span. Many believe that she's rushing these ventures because something big is on the horizon, something that could make the public look at her in a whole new light. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, when Diddy's arrest sparked even more drama. Reports began circulating that Beyoncé and Jay-Z were panicking behind the scenes. Allegedly, Jay-Z even met with both a criminal defense attorney and a divorce lawyer. This tea was spilled by the popular Twitter page and lawyer, which tweeted, "A 2 for today for Jay-Z. He met with a criminal defense attorney and a divorce attorney. Hashtag Sean Diddy Coles, hashtag Jay's." While the specifics of the meetings remain unclear, it's safe to assume that whatever's happening isn't good. Jay seems to know the storm is closing in, and he's preparing for whatever fallout may come initially. Most people thought Jay-Z was the one involved with Diddy, and Beyoncé was simply caught off guard. But recent revelations are making fans question her role, too. Jaguar Wright, DaBaby, and even Jason Lee have all hinted that Beyoncé may not be as uninvolved as people assumed. One particularly eyebrow-raising moment came from DaBaby during an interview with Shannon Sharpe. In the interview, he shared that he was once invited to Diddy's house for a secret meeting, and to his surprise, both Jay-Z and Beyoncé were there. These revelations have fueled even more speculation about what's really going on behind the scenes with the power couple.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and maybe about 15 others. Right. Jay-Z and Beyonce being 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Right. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
If things weren't already messy enough, Jaguar Wright recently stirred the pot even more during a heated interview with Piers Morgan. She dropped some explosive allegations, claiming that Jay-Z and Beyoncé have allegedly funneled millions into the investigations of R. Kelly and Diddy to keep the spotlight off themselves. According to Jaguar, the couple's goal was to divert attention and ensure their own involvement wouldn't be discovered. But that's not all. Jaguar took it even further, revealing that she currently has 3 alleged victims willing to testify in court about what Jay-Z and Beyoncé supposedly did to them. This bombshell revelation has sent shockwaves through social media, adding yet another layer of controversy to the mounting scandal surrounding the power couple. With these accusations piling up, fans and insiders alike are left wondering how much more will unravel and whether the couple will be able to weather the storm.
Publicly, Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly.
Jaguar Wright's explosive interview must have seriously rattled Beyoncé and Jay-Z because they quickly responded by sending a cease and desist letter to Piers Morgan, threatening legal action if he didn't take down the interview. However, that didn't stop Jason Lee from coming forward with even more shocking allegations against the couple. Around the same time Jaguar dropped her claims, Jason jumped on Instagram Live and spilled even more tea. During the live stream, Jason revealed a list of celebrities he personally saw attending Diddy's infamous parties, and yes, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were on that list. But that was just the beginning. He went on to name several other high-profile figures that no one would have ever suspected of associating with Diddy in that way. The list included Teyana Taylor, Jordan Woods, Travis Scott, Usher, DaBaby, Justin Bieber, Tyrese, Amber Rose, and Mary J. Blige, among others. As the names kept coming, social media was left stunned by the unexpected connections. Despite these revelations, Jason maintained his innocence, insisting that his relationship with Diddy was purely professional and strictly business. Still, his willingness to air out these names has added more fuel to the growing fire surrounding Diddy, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z, leaving many wondering just how deep this web of secrets truly goes.
You know, a lot of these celebrities, every single celebrity in the culture has been to Diddy's house, which means they've gone through all his phones, text messages. I can read you my text message to Diddy. What day is it airing on the show, on the network? Are you coming on the show? Diddy, what's this? It's all been business for me. It's been business for me. I don't have nothing inappropriate to them people because I don't deal with them like that. So you mean to tell me all those late nights, what you doing, where you at? I've seen Jay-Z at his house. I've seen at his house. I've seen Chris Brown at his house. I've seen Jordan Woods at his house. I've seen Travis Scott at his house. I've seen Beyonce at his house. I've seen Teyana Taylor. I've seen them all. Now, we was all in the backyard, but I've seen them all.
I've seen Usher there. I've seen DaBaby there. I've seen Justin Bieber there. I've seen... Everybody's been to a Diddy party. I've seen Lindsay Lohan, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Tyrese, Amber Rose. I've seen them all have been there. Mary J. Blige. I've seen them all. But just because you go to a Diddy party doesn't mean that you were getting sprayed down with Vaseline and baby oil. Because I can tell you right now, ain't nobody ever sprayed me with nothing. And I don't even play around like that. Let me tell you about me. I am so private with my personal intimacy that I love the fact that my business is private. Anything I've ever made public, I talked about it on my show. I've been pretty much an open book with the activities, but I try to conceal the names because I don't want people bothering them. I learned as people started getting to know me, they would go track down anybody I'm involved with and then them. The people I deal with are private people. They don't want their business in the streets, and we...
Oh, but Jason Lee wasn't finished. Just a few days later, he returned with even more explosive claims, this time alleging that Beyonce and Jay-Z had sent their goons after him in response to the comments he made about them. According to Jason, the power couple has been calling him, trying to smooth things over and asking to appear on his platform to clear up the growing backlash against them. But Jason says he refused their requests, pointing out that they never reached out to invite him to any Rock Nation brunches before. Now that their public image is taking a hit, they suddenly want his help, but he isn't having it. Jason also revealed that he once blocked a damaging story from being published about the couple, yet they still refuse to acknowledge him or show him any appreciation. Frustrated by their treatment, Jason didn't hold back and warned his followers that if he ever suddenly disappears, it's because of Beyonce and Jay-Z. His comments have only intensified the buzz around the couple, leaving people to wonder how much longer they can keep things under wraps, or if this growing wave of allegations will finally force everything out into the open.
But I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
No, we're not going to even go there. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you. So why is everybody calling me now? Because I'm a firefighter. I run towards fires and I put them out or I fan the flames. Why is everybody calling me now? And that's the problem that I have with this whole situation. But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching, but you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself.
Oh, chilly. Now let me remind you, these are all just speculations, and I'm just here to spill the tea. But if any of this turns out to be true, Jason better watch his back, because things are getting seriously messy. The last thing he wants is to get tangled up even deeper in all this drama. As usual, people on social media had plenty to say about the situation. One person commented, if he threatened to release info on Beyonce unless she got Kelly on his show, that's blackmail. He's just as bad as them, LOL. He's playing the same industry games he says he's not involved in. No different, LOL. Another chimed in, OMG, he's willing to ruin someone's career just to get what he wants. That's wild. But not everyone saw Jason as being in the wrong. Someone else said, Jason, the feds are investigating. You're safe. Jay-Z and Beyonce are probably next on the chopping block. Keep talking. Hey, write a manuscript so we can finally get rid of these bad apples. Now, I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about Jason exposing Beyonce and Jay-Z? Do you believe they're involved in Diddy's mess? Or is this all just smoke? Y'all know the drill. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to check out another super messy video.